If you smell what the new Tribal Chief is cooking. We also got Bray Wyatt, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and a whole bunch of brand new figures getting ready to come out of the box. So let's get it. CM Punk, New figs, and we gotta get them open, man. We gotta get them out of the box. We are gonna find out what WrestlingFigures.com has brought here before you, because last I checked, they got a bunch of new stuff in stock, you guys. So if you guys want to pick any of these figures up, hit the link in the description below. Discount code HERO is going to save you 10% on all of the brand new figs coming straight at you. Oh my goodness, you guys. We have Bray Wyatt. The one you guys have been asking for, the one that you guys have been demanding to land here. So stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to see this figure come out of the box, because it needs to come out right now, you guys. We got 3 scans in all. We got the lantern. We got tons of hands. And we even got regular in-ring gear. Oh my gosh, you guys. This might be one of the best unboxings of 2025 Hero Figs. It's only the beginning. Whoa, check this out. Solo Sikoa. We got Bloodline coming at you as well for the first time ever in Ultimate Edition. Very, very exciting moment to finally have this lad right here be unveiled on the channel, man. This packaging, second to none. We got Solo on the side. We got Bray laying on the damn job. And we got Finn Balor. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, you guys. This one, honestly, out of these 3 figures, I don't know which one is going to be the best, because the only way we're going to be able to find that out is to get these figures out of the box. We got the white gear, the black gear is the run and chase. So you got to collect, you got to connect. Well, maybe not with him, but with the rest of the figures that we're going to get in here, because CM Punk Elite Series 115 also here before you. Drew McIntyre, The Rock, R-Truth, Tyler Bate. Go in the comments right now. What figure from this set is standing out as an absolute must? Because this set is absolutely on fire. The Rock, the people raising them eyebrows because we have the shirt. We got the updated mug. We even got some glasses and a really nice updated necklace as well, you guys. I'm telling you, I don't know where do we go with this. But the final boss has initially returned to be declared as one of the top. Will he? I don't know. Look, 2025's got a lot of surprises. I know R-Truth, he's got nothing but surprises. I mean, after all, he is the top member of the Judgment Day. Nobody wanted him, but you know what? I wanted this guy, and I want this shirt right there. We need the truth, and R-Truth is about to light it up, because right here, Tyler Bate, we got Tyler freaking Bate also. Look, well overdue too. You think about the last figure release, it has been a very, very long time that your boy Tyler Bate has been released in the series. It's got to be well over a year, man. Maybe even 2. Kairi, Sane, what do you got? We got an umbrella. We got updates. We got, oh my gosh, you guys, so many paint apps. I don't know where to go with it. I'll tell you where Kairi Sane's going to take it, to the top turnbuckle. Look, she's measuring her opponents. She's got them all lined up because she's about to jump to join the rest of the figures that are going to be unboxed in today's set. And we got Drew McIntyre, future WWE champion. 2025 will be his year, and 2025 will be the year of the best figures that Mattel has ever brought here before you. We got the truth. We got CM Punk. We got The Rock. We got Kairi Sane. We got Bray Wyatt. Oh yeah, this is all happening right now. Let's bring it in, Solo. Throw it up for the one. Here we have all the figures out of the packaging. We're going to start out with Solo Sikoa. This is my personal favorite as far as expectation and what I wanted out of the figure, because if you do keep in mind, the very first release in the Elite, it was just a complete failure. They gave us the wrong torso. It was the wrong choice. Now, we got a lot of good choices, and I gotta see how the updated Elites also measure up. Now, we did get a couple of them. We got the one in the black And we also got the one in the red. Now, the Ultimate Edition, it is based off the black here, and you're coming with a whole plethora of accessories. Apart from what we're seeing on the figure, you're getting quite a bit of scans, bro. You got the one, which is kind of like the serious look. You got the screaming one that's kind of just happy to finally be out of the packaging. Got the hair nice and tucked back. I do believe they are utilizing the same tooling right there on all three head sculpts when you're talking about the hair bit. As far as the actual expression, though, getting a lot of QC, especially with the angry look. You're getting like this smudge over here on the right side. I am going to interchange all three of them. That way you guys can get a good idea as far as what you're going to get with it. Interchanging hands too. You're going to get the hands thrown up on both. You're going to get it on the left. You're going to get it on the right. I got it posed on the right now. And then you also got the spike. So whether you want to do it with the left hand, check. Whether you want to do it with the right hand, all right, this guy can spike you from all ends. And also, we got mic open already on the figure, and we got taped hand right there on the right scan, dude. All right, let's get down to it all because this bit right here, this is kind of what we wanted, man. We wanted the shirt. We wanted the vest. We didn't want Solo knocking down all my damn figures, but we definitely want Solo with all of its entrance options, man. So we got the towel, we got the vest. We're going to take this off. That way you guys can see what we got working underneath. And I do like this, man. Like, if you're going to release a figure in Ultimate Edition, you better go all out. And I do think that Mattel has definitely gone out. Now, if you do throw it up, you can kind of see how it kind of scrunches it. It kind of takes away from the illusion. But still, when you have it facing down, and most likely you would have it down. I mean, if he's walking down the walkway, why is he going to be throwing it up? In the beginning, yes. Later on, no. So it's all in how you look at it. The towel, it is a pre-molded piece, and it is sitting a little bit high. You can kind of see how it's kind of slightly elevated above the hair piece. It's got about a few centimeters right there. Just, I don't know, yeah, right above the blonde hair. So again, it's not sitting there accordingly. It might sit a little bit better once we do take off the actual jacket piece. Once you do remove this, it's its own entity. Similar to what we did get with the white towel, you're getting with the black one, and you're getting a little bit of tooling incorporated right there with the front. On the back end, you can see the way that it wraps together. And it's kind of folded over to kind of give that expression as how it sits on the figure itself. So pretty cool. I definitely want to put it back on there, see if it sits a little bit better once we actually get that jacket off. Now, on the left side, we do get the signature name right there. We got it all imprinted, and it does have all that tribal chief like lettering inside it. So if you guys are wondering, like, if it kind of has that similar style as, you know, he does with his trunks and his tattoos, you're going to definitely get that. And it's being brought together right there by Velcro. The hooded piece does go over pretty good, and it stays on there real well. So I don't know if you actually need the towel. Maybe you could put the towel underneath. I think that's how it's supposed to go. Towel underneath, jacket over it, then you can wrap it up. But I don't know. It might take away also on the actual fitment of the jacket piece. So pretty cool. You do got his logo spike right there on the back end all taped up, and then you remove it right there up front. Now the torso, gotta say I'm a huge fan of how this figure ended up turning out, you guys. Some great stuff in Ultimate lately, and this right here, oh my gosh, this is definitely what we needed right here in the collection to bring the Bloodline 2.0 in a new perspective. All right, so now that we got that off, let's see how the towel sits on there. There you go. Maybe a little, no, it's still kind of high, you guys. So similar problem that we did get with his older figures. I mean, you could push it all the way down, but it still kind of hovers above the hair. So again, it's all on how you want it, how you're going to display it. It's all on how the WHF Figgy universe demands it. And I think they've demanded a lot of great stuff, and we're seeing it translated in figure form. So always be sure to drop a like, because this is kind of what Mattel picks up from these action figure reviews. So now that we have the jacket off, let's see how he scales up with his Elite. So here again, here's the black gear. Obviously, it is an Ultimate Edition release, so keep in mind, traditionally 9 out of 10 times, the Ultimate is usually scaled up just a little bit higher right there versus the actual Elite. I mean, they're almost perfectly in scale, but as far as proportions and whatnot, this one right here, it's standing firm. I love this, you guys. Love my Solo Sikoas. This guy has been doing some good stuff right there with WWE the last few years that he's been on the main roster. And the scan too, man, I'm telling you, a lot of great expressions. Here's the one that's kind of like, he's a little bit angry. He's kind of like in the transition piece of being like fully angry. And then when you slip this one off and we put the screaming one, you're going to see the QC issues that we were talking about. Maybe not so much with the screaming one. I feel like that the third one with the other expression has definitely a lot more going on with the quality control. But yeah, I like it, you guys. I like the way it sits. All three of them are sitting really, really nice. And as we did mention, the hairpiece, all identical to what we are getting right there with all three scans. So we'll pop this one off, and then we'll put that last and final one. Probably the one with the worst, I would say hands down, the worst quality control. You can kind of see it right there on the right side. It's kind of dripping over the man's eye. It's left cheek, right cheek, yes. The right cheek more than any, but still pretty cool. I mean, you could go in there and acetone, but keep in mind, usually when you acetone like a true FX scan, you really can't. It's like permanently actually imprinted into the actual figure itself. And I feel like this one would work great right there with the spike. And I love the spike. They are actually tooling this. Check this out. So if you look at the gloved hand, the one throwing up right there with the 1, you could see all the tooling on the wrist tape. It would have been nice had they actually continued it, like with the actual wrist strap right there of the hand. I think it would have just brought the figure just a little bit more. Mattel really hasn't stepped into that realm, but I know they're always finding ways to improve figures, and I truly think that would be one great way for them to do so. So here it is, you guys. So again, more like a day and night overview of what they were doing before as to what they're doing now. You can see all the tape. I'll show you the one that's actually on the figure on my old Elite, and you kind of see what we're talking about. This right here is just like flat out painted. So again, it takes away from it, but this one right here turned up quite a bit. Good job, Mattel. So I know we've talked about quite a bit of them doing this. I'm just telling you, they need to translate that into the rest of the wrist strap. Now, torso, huge fan of this torso. I do think that all the tattoos are coming through really nice. The way that it's like kind of being translated in tattoo format, it's got a really nice shade effect to it. You can see the inside bicep. My boy is on pinless, literally across all, even in the lower half. We'll get into that in just a sec. Before I jump the gun, I definitely want to verify that before we tell the WHF Figure Universe that that's not what you're getting. That's what you're getting, man. That's what you're going to get right here in this video, and all the tattoo work, very much so, all being distributed accordingly. Even right here, the way that it's meeting on the back side, you can see how, like, even when you pull it out, you get to see the continuation of all of that tribal tattoo. So really nice attention to detail, really nice torso choice too. We have not seen this. We're getting a lot more introductions in the Ultimate Edition line as far as different sizes, and I do think that the one that they went with right here with Solo Sikoa, just so much better, especially when you talk about that very first release. Again, I don't want to even cover that. I feel like a lot of people either A, giving it to their dog, B, throwing it in the garbage, or C, ended up torso cracking it and getting it upscaled to what the way the man should be bringing. As far as the tight design, you can see how they've also continued right there with the lower half on the actual like tights underneath the shorts. So they blacked it out. This, I don't know, it always looked wrong. Like, even if you pick up the most recent basic, you guys kind of know where we're going. They're a little bit lower. They're more accurate. The Ultimate Edition leaning more towards that accurate realm. And you can do some great fix-ups with this, so be sure to turn on that notification bell, man. This is looking so good. We got Sikoa coming across the mid-region. He is on the drop-down, style of hip, so you can actually drop it down pretty good. And he's also on the ball hip. Is he? Yes, ball hip joints. And these ones are made in the new factory. So as far as the overall quality, I mean, at least with my Solo Sikoa, I'm not seeing that same issue where he ends up springing back on you. You can see he stays right there just the way it should as when they were making them in China. And I do miss the old China factory. I feel like the overall fit and finish of those older figures have their own, like, just their own category as far as, like, overall feel, the way that they sit, the way that they pose. You can see the continuation of the black tights seeping through the backside on the solid black boots. And he does have that awesome toe articulation. Also, some new tooling. Because, again, prior, the guy had just solid, like, the guy didn't like wearing boots. He's like, I'm not ready for boots yet, Hero Figs. I don't think we've stepped into that situation yet. And then he got into the main roster, and then he went through the whole traveling process and realized how bad the man needed boots. And they are sitting a little bit lower, so I don't know if he's going to fall in that Johnny Gargano syndrome, but damn it, pretty damn cool figure overall. And I got to tell you, as far as, like, overall, like, the way that the figure it just feels in hand, feels great. We'll cover the points of articulation. You do get a full 360 right there on the ball hip right there for the head scan. The torso, it actually crunches a pretty good amount I know that the older Ultimate Editions kind of struggled with that. He crunches about that far back, getting some great side-to-side movement right there. Goes that far right, that far left. He is on that new articulation point, so you're going to get a full 360, not only on the torso, but also around the waist. And as we did talk about, you're getting some really great points of articulation, even spreading it full out. You do get the upper thigh cut, so you'll be able to rotate that a full 360 degrees, and you're getting that knee articulation. He is on pinless, so again, no issues either. It's not like super tight the way that it was first introduced when they were bringing the new pinless design right there. And then you're also getting the calf swivel right there on the lower extremities. And it also has the new ankle articulation, so you can actually rotate this a full 360 on the figure. So again, pop that hip socket back, get that rocking, get this going. I'm giving this figure a 9.9. He is sitting really high up, almost a perfect 10, you guys. I love all the scans. I love all of the entrance pieces. Some good stuff that they brought right here with Solo Sikoa. Next up, we got Finn Balor, and one that's also well overdue, especially when you talk about the interchanging hands. Like, we have seen Finn Balor without actual, straps on the sleeves and whatnot, but we have not seen all of the updated tattoos, and I'm going to get more in depth with these right here in just a sec. I want to definitely interswap these and see how they look on the figure. So you got the rising sun on the back, you got that whole effect happening. I think it's 1, 2, I think you get 3. Yeah, you get 3 head scans right there on the actual bit, and I could be wrong, but it's almost like a 3-dimensional round that the guy is stepping into, and it does continue right there all the way down to the bottom. There is no tattoos on the inside. On the right side, you're going to get that signature lettering right there. Right behind the tricep region, I'll get that focused for you. That way you guys can see all that lettering. It's really hard to read it, honestly. I feel like if you could read that small, that fine print, dude, I feel like you'd have some great eyes. So it says 21/7/2018, 310, 311, 232. So he's got some kind of decoding going on. I don't know if this guy's been doing some kind of compass work, but as far as illusion, yeah, that illusion is very much there. We got a dinosaur upside down. You got a plane flying across. Is it upside down? Yeah, no, it's right side up. So the plane's all good. I'm going to pop these on there so that way you guys can see all the goodness. Now, you're getting 3 scans in all, which I think that's pretty important, man. I mean, you need Balor with all the right expressions. This one, I know we have seen on several different situations. It's more of the shorter beard look. This one, he's more happy. It's definitely a new scan. This is a bigger beard, and the one that's actually on the figure, this one was the one that was on the figure, but it was really difficult to get the whole bandana on there, mainly due to the beard. I mean, we could still try it out, but it's a struggle, man. The beard really gets in the way. The hair piece right there, it does have a really nice fade coming through the backside on both of them. This one kind of has more of a clean cut right there on the side, and it does continue through the backside. Really, really nice. And you got a little bit of a QC. Yeah, you can kind of see how part of the beard is missing right there on the right side of the scan, and I'm going to pop these on. But before I do, I want to show you the one that's on the figure, right? Because you got to see it all. Now, as far as the hands, you're going to get the signature pose, right, where he's putting it up. You're going to get the mic open. One of them will be tattooed, which would be his left hand. Yeah, you get the left tattoo hand. You get no tattoo on the right. You get closed fist on the left, and then you get closed fist on the right. Again, keep in mind, only the tattoo will be located on the right side. And I am going to pop those in-ring gear hands. No, not the hands, the arms. The hands too, but we'll talk about that in just a sec. Now, the jacket, really great jacket. I think that it's just sitting on there right. I'm not seeing really any issues with it. I can see that they definitely took some time right here with it all. And I feel like we have seen something very, very similar. I do got one of my elites right here that I'm going to pull up. That way you guys can kind of see, how one of the scan fits on there, because I feel like that one was probably the one that was most reminiscent. But I want to put this one on here with the bigger beard, and you can kind of see right there how he scales side by side. And I do believe that the legs are almost similar the way that they are tooled. But again, we got to get down to it all once we take off all the goods. I'm going to take off the jacket, take off the shirt, take off the bandana. I wanted to have him displayed with all the accessories. That way you guys can see how he's going to look like once you have him on the shelf. I mean, if you're going to go full on. If you're going to get in-ring gear action, yeah, obviously you're going to take that off. But yeah, really nice looking figure as an overall fitment. I like it. I like the bandana too. It's coming through all the way around. And it is pretty much like a slip-on method. There is no like buttons back here or anything that brings it together. You literally have to slip it on there. And you do have to take off the scan, but do keep in mind, since this isn't an Ultimate Edition figure, all the accessories come off pretty smooth. Always do remove the hands too when removing the jacket. That way you can prevent any captures of any tears or any rips, from furthering damaging the figure. And it comes off really smooth. Look at this, you guys. So pops that off. You get that going. I am going to get those on there, but I wanted to show you the way that it looks like right there with the actual just black sleeve. Because I feel like most people are going to be displaying their Finn Balor figure like this. I'm pretty sure there'll be ones that will be doing, the whole animation effect of it. And I feel like those in-ring arms will just suit them a lot better. You can see how it's all black except right there. You're getting the X located right by the wrist strap area. Not on the left, only on the right. And the shirt, you got all 4 members right there of the Judgment Day. They are missing one, but yeah, we'll get to R-Truth in just a sec. Now, this is a Velcro. No, this is not a Velcro shirt. Take that back. This is not a Velcro shirt. And best way to go about it, again, pop everything off. Just make it really easy for yourself because you're not trying to struggle, man. Especially when you're trying to do a figure review. The last thing you want to do is struggle when removing these damn accessories because, man, oh, man, it can definitely be a fight. Now, I gotta get those on there, man. We got to get those arms on there. We got to see how they fit on the figure because we won't know unless we try. And I'm pretty sure this is the right one. Yeah, that's the right one. This is the left one. And then we'll get, what do you guys want to do? We'll do one close fist, right? So that way you could have the tattoo. And then we'll do one mic open. That way he could still do a little promo. Because these are promo gears. Keep in mind. These sleeves, or sorry, not these sleeves. These arms are going to be more devoted towards an actual promo of it all, right? And it is kind of tight, man. I'm telling you. These new ones, makes me hesitant trying to force these because I've snapped a couple, man. The QC issues on these are definitely up there. The plastics aren't quite there. But keep in mind, these are the early stages of the new factory. So give it about, I don't know, hopefully just a couple months. Maybe the next set will be a little bit better. These ones, you can already tell that they're already stepping up their game. I am going to go ahead and put on the scan that's on the figure. And again, keep in mind, it slips off really smooth. All you got to do is pop that off, and we can see the third and final scan. Again, the other one was a re-release, but I'll still put it on there. That way you guys can see how it looks on there. So more of a serious look, right? Definitely same style of hair piece. The beard's a little bit shorter. I like the full-on beard. I feel like that one is probably going to be the best one. Here's the one that's on that's the one with the older version, the one with the QC. You can see how it's all smudged right there. He's showing all the teeth right there. But the one that I like the most, it's got to be this one, you guys. It has to be the big old bush. And they have always struggled when it comes to Finn Balor and the way that the beard just sits on the figure. But yeah, man, I don't know. Give me your thoughts. Let me know how you guys feel about Finn Balor's beard because it's got to be tough to replicate a beard. Because keep in mind, the way that they do this, it's all like that whole TrueFX technology. They do like a whole 360 scan on these figures. So to get that properly executed, I feel like this is going to be the closest thing, man. Torso looking great. Solid torso choice, man. Like, you can't go wrong with a full, like Balor's got one of the greatest physiques on Raw. Maybe even SmackDown, dude. This guy's like very committed. I don't know if he eats any carbs. Like, this six-pack, this guy hasn't eaten carbs for like years. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does do his little cheat meal once a week. I don't know. I'm not behind stage. I'm not doing the calling. I'm not his personal trainer. The only thing I can tell you is that the guy very committed to his personal training. The legs, as we did mention, are very similar, which, again, given that this is an Ultimate Edition, this would have been the perfect time for them to introduce new tooling, right? Thicker thighs, more accurate scale right there as far as height. I mean, almost, yeah, it's pretty much identical. He's just a hair taller than the Elite, but again, Ultimates are always scaled up a little bit bigger versus what we are getting right there with the Elite. So pretty solid, man. I like all of the options. You got so many different posing options with this figure. I mean, they're literally endless. The way you want to go about it, it's going to be completely up to you. So you get mainly black as the main color. You're getting a couple of like purple accents just, being spread out throughout the figure. You get them on both ankles. You're getting that towel. The towel, you can't pull it off. It is adhered to the actual figure, but you can lift it up. So if you want to get the full-on show, this is how you do it, man. You come join the WHF Figure Universe. You got to hit subscribe, man. We love to do full in-depth reviews, and I feel like you're not going to get any more in-depth than what we're going to cover in this video. Again, he is on the drop-down ball hip, and articulation kind of tight. Yeah, very tight, especially on the right. Yeah, this one is having that issue. I mean, you can force, it's not springing back, but you really kind of have to really work with it without, hopefully not breaking anything. So be careful with I don't know what it is about the right. I feel like it's always the right. The left is always more articulated. So you're getting a lot more motion. You can definitely bring it that back. Let's go ahead and cover the articulation. So full 360 right there. On the scan, you're getting that whole butterfly effect, which, you can definitely do quite a bit. You can definitely articulate it really far back. You can go pretty good far forward, full 360 on the upper region, full 360 around the waist region. You can go about this far out. Yeah, you can do a full-on splits. This guy can do the full-on RVD motion, but again, keep in mind, it does have that new style, so be cautious, be patient, don't try to force anything. He is on the upper thigh cut. We're getting double jointed knees, and these ones are a little bit, yeah, they're tight, man. They're not quite like solo Sikoa's, but definitely something nice to work with. And it's kind of like a toss. Like when you're talking about elites and ultimate editions, like when you're posing them around, the elites definitely feel a lot better, but maybe this is what they're trying to go with this whole like tighter fitment on the ankles and as well as on the knees too. So full 360 also on the boots, and then you're getting that new articulation on the ankle. You can do a full 360 on that. You're getting toe articulation that just does all what it needs to do. I'm giving this figure a 9.6, very high ranking in my in my need. Like when you talk about like Ultimate Edition, this is what we needed, man. We needed Finn Balor in this series, and I think Mattel executed him right. I love it. Now, we got to get into Bray Wyatt because this figure itself, man, like they were kind of dodging it. Like they said they were going to release it, and then they didn't release it, and then they said they were going to, it was just a long wait game, and I get it. Look, there was some tragic stuff that happened, so RIP to Bray Wyatt, and check out the scans. So you're getting 3 of them, right? You're getting a non-painted scan, you're getting a masked scan, and then you're going to get a glow-in-the-dark, and I'm going to put all 3 of them on there. Again, that way you guys can get the full effect. These Ultimate Editions, man, so many ways that you can display these figures, and so many ways that we're going to do it. So not only are the scans, interchanging with the regular just skin tone look, but also the arms themselves. I'm going to pop these on, but I want to show you the full detail on these. That way you guys can get the full 360 on that tattoo work, man. This guy, he knows all about the tattoo work, and I feel like Bray Wyatt is doing justice with this figure. Look at that gloved hand, bro. Like, Mattel, what are we doing here? This is looking great. Like, typically when you say that, you mean it in a negative manner, but Mattel, not today, man. This is great. This is like really taking it to its full potential, and maybe that's the reason why they kept delaying this figure. I don't know, man. Again, I can only speculate, but you can see they did it with all 3 scans. So even the full-on open has all of that tooling. I'm telling you, they just need to continue right there with the rest of the actual figure itself. Like especially when you talk about the whole wrist region and even the hands too. So it's not just like a solid black hand, but it's actually all taped up, dude. Wow. So cheers to Mattel. So you got full on open that you can throw down, right? With the left and the right. This one kind of has like a Papa Shango theme kind of going on. Full purple on the inside. And then you got regular skin tone hands that you can have on the figure. Full on open or mic open that we did get right there with the actual arm itself. So now that we've covered that, let's see how everything, oh, hold on, we can't forget about the lantern. Lantern sits on there just right. The lantern's looking great. I feel like the colors are right. I mean, they've kind of like done a few different looks with the lantern, especially when you talk about like the whole glass part. This one right here, you guys, they did pretty damn good. And I want to bring up all 3 Ultimate Editions. I do think that all 3 have their own good and their own bad, especially when we're talking about like height. Like height has always been an issue, especially when we're talking about this one. This one was the first introduction to Shorty Bray Wyatt. And do keep in mind, Ultimate should always be scaled up. And I don't know, he's kind of, he's got Shorty syndrome too, bro. So not only does the first one have, I feel like the second one probably had the best height. You can see how he kind of sits a little bit higher than this one and definitely sits higher than Shorty McPhee over here. This one had a great belt. I mean, I feel like this belt could definitely do some great stuff with this. You can do a lot of mixed mashing. We're going to do it up. Again, turn on the notification bell because I got to play out all the scenarios right here with Bray Wyatt. So let's get the other arms on there. I want to definitely see how the regular skin tone arms look, as well as that masked scan. Before I do, I want to show you the one that's on the figure. And do keep in mind, this is a glow-in-the-dark figure. So once all the lights go off, man, you're going to get all that magic being implemented in it. And you got to stay tuned to the end of the video because I feel like, yeah, we got to replicate that, man. I want to see how well does it glow in the dark because that's the only way you're going to get that true illusion. Look at that expression, dude. This is looking so solid. So much attention to detail, man. You can truly tell the reason as to why Mattel took this long, especially when you talk about like the jacket design. Like this is not just solid black. Like yes, down to the singlet region on the backside, yes, but not on the front. You can see the continuation, and I do believe it's almost similar to the first release because they never changed the actual height, so everything should be pretty much the same across the board. We'll get into the boots in just a second. I'm going to show you the front right there, the way that it's all tooled. And the main glow effect that you're going to get right there on the chest region, it's going to be in the center region where you're seeing that white and a little bit of that purple seeping through the front end, right? So here's the boots. Very similar to what we have gotten right there in the Elites. You're getting a lot of great stuff when you're talking about like the buckles and the colors being implemented. Really, really great figure, man. Like this figure. I feel like this figure is going to do really nice, really with all three different looks. Now, here's the bad part. So when you do interchange just a regular skin tone, it's not going to really make all that much sense if you're really looking at the figure like to its full on like view, like especially when you talk about the profile. And you guys will know exactly what I mean once we get that all popped on there. So once we get all that on there we have it. Here we have Bray Wyatt with all of these looks, man, that you can definitely play out if you were planning on having a nice little Bray Wyatt party, man. Yeah, Bray Wyatt party, we love it. Shartimus Prime, shout out to my brother. So here it is. This is what I was talking about. See that purple right there on the right? Yeah, it just doesn't look right. So, like, was he painting himself? Like, I get it. Keep in mind, they're trying to do their best with cost and budget. It's not like you can swap out an entire freaking neck. So, again, not much that I can take away from it, but definitely something to consider if you're one of those, like, full-on completist, has to have that full-on right. I love the hair. Look at that hair. So you get, like, some kind of like these blonde tips on the bottom, and then it works through the top right there with the full-on black. That looks solid, dude. Like the expression. Really do like the actual masked one, too. Like, Bray Wyatt has done some great masks, and I think this one, I don't know if he was, like, underselling this one. It's still kind of, yeah, it's still pretty cool, but I don't know. Maybe his first one just was really, you know, knocking it out of the park to where anything after that just really had to do something great. So, again, it's a great scan. This figure is going to be an easily ranking. Oh, hold on. Before we get to that, let's talk about articulation. Full 360, brand new style of figure right here with it all right. We got the ball hip. We got the, the butterfly joints. They come all the way back, all the way front, getting a full 360 right there on the upper waist, getting a full 360 on the lower waist. The legs right here, so you can articulate. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it? I think that's pretty good. I mean, for Bray Wyatt, why are you going to be doing splits, right? So the legs go about this far forward, even on the right. No issues on this one. So do keep in mind, miles may vary, and this one right here, it's varying pretty damn good. We got cut right there on the upper thigh. We got pins. Yes, I said that right. We got pins. And since it is the same tooling right there from his older figures, it makes sense, right? So we got calf cut. We got that nice ankle articulation, that ankle pivot. You got that nice toe articulation. You can pivot all the way around. Same with the boots. No, not the boots. This is the old boot design. This is not on the new boot design. So you actually can't rotate those a full 360, but a 9.3, man. Really like the figure. I mean, I do think this figure, just something that you needed in the Bray Wyatt clutch. This is something that was going to complete that whole timeline. And this guy right here, you definitely do timelines with this guy. I guess it all depends on who you ask, but I don't know. I always wanted my figure like that. So really good job. Now let's get into Elite 115 because I'm telling you, man, they brought so much. And I want to go ahead and start out with the CM Punk figure because this one right here, this is kind of like later Punk, right? We've seen some Punks based off different genres, different generations, right? We got Ruthless. We got, Pipe Bomb. We got Ultimate Edition. We got still hands down one of the most difficult, first release, right? Second release, ringside exclusive, still one of the best ones, at least in my collection. And then my personal favorite, apart from the Ultimate, because, the Ultimate's great in its own right, but this gear right here, I love so much so that we love it in the Elite as well. So again, it's all on what you're looking at right here as far as figures. If you want something in, like a later CM Punk, this is going to be the later one, bro. This is going to be based off, the whole, like, who was all in that squad? I know it was, go in the comments, you guys. There was like 3 members. I know that, gosh, I can't for the life of me, I'm having that whole moment. There's so much going on right now on this freaking figure display. But yeah, Luke Gallows. I know for sure Luke Gallows is one of them. But he scales right there accordingly. He's definitely looking solid with all the Punk figures. And one that you needed, again, for the later collection, for one that just needed to have that whole matchup feud between Seth Rollins. Like, you need that, bro. So as far as the hands, really not much with Punk. You are going to get 2 mic open. And you're going to get the drug-free on the actual knuckles. So pretty cool. You got the blue right there mixing in really, really nice. And I do think that this is kind of something that we needed to see with the releases. First releases didn't get it. Later releases eventually got it. You got Closed Fist. The shirt, I'm pretty sure it's Velcro. Yeah, it is Velcro. And it is an Elite, so it does make sense. If it was an Ultimate, really, you wouldn't need the Velcro situation anymore. So pretty cool. I do like the shirt. Like the blue. You can definitely mix around a couple of different scenarios with this. I'm going to go ahead and pop it off. That way you guys can see all the tattoo work underneath, man, because there is a lot. When I say a lot of tattoo work, it's CM Punk, bro. So, yeah, it only makes sense, right? So here it is. Here's all the tattoo work that we're getting with the Punk figure. Again, there is still a few things missing. The Pepsi logo, the G.I. Joe logo, stuff that they can't do due to copyright. So we're going to have a huge gaping missing piece right there. And I know I always talk about that, but I don't know, man. When you say tattoos, like, I get it. Sometimes you can get away with, like, missing things with designs on the tights, but tattoos is, like, part of it, bro. Like, it's part of his skin. Like, that's what the character is, right? So pinless design right there. On both, yeah, we're getting pinless on both arms. We're getting pinless also on the lower. Yeah. Nope, we got pins. So we got pins right there on the lower. We got the tattoo coming across right there in the abdominal region, seeping through the upper chest region. On the back side, really not much besides the shoulder piece right there. We're getting the 4 stars on the back. We're getting some really nice stripes on the side. We got red, white, and blue. And then you got 4 stars up front. You got regular. Is he still on the honeycomb? Oh my gosh. This right one, you guys. This one is like fully locked. This one is not even budging. So maybe it's more of the Elites, but yeah, it's definitely, it's a honeycomb. And it's not drop down. Excuse me. It is on the Elite design, so none of that drop down will definitely occur here. He is on pins. It's really hard to see, mainly due to this massive freaking knee pad, man. Like, I know this is an easy fix-up, but Mattel, you guys got to do something. Like, I know they've been upgrading Triple H's knee pads. I feel like CM Punk could be the next runner-up, bro. Really like the boot design. I like the blue mixing in with the white. The nice outline right here coming through again. It does stop up front, and he is on that new ankle articulation, so you can do like a full pivot design. Again, that articulation on these, bro, struggle sometimes. Solid white elbow pad. This figure, 8.9. I think that's pretty good. I feel like I'm being pretty generous given the fact that this freaking, I'm telling you, you go any further, this baby is snapping. Keep in mind, you can heat them up. You can definitely do some stuff, but I'm telling you, it's you're still kind of seeing it more with the Elites, not so much the Ultimates. So I don't know if it's because of price point or whatnot, but yeah, a solid 8.5. Next, we got to bring the Tribal Chief up here, man. We got to bring the most electrifying figure in Mattel figure history. Why do I say that? Mainly due to this vest, man. Like, I always wanted this vest being brought here. Matter of fact, I think my updated Ultimate Edition Rock would probably benefit from it. I don't know. We got to play out a couple of scenarios, man. I'm telling you, the whole fix-up situation that's going to occur here on the channel here in the near future, it's going to be insane. So, Rock, we appreciate the updates. We definitely appreciate this nice vest, dude. So freaking nice to see The Rock bringing some electrifying figgies right here with it all. And an introduction, too, to that mic. Paint apps, when you're talking about paint apps at least, right? Interchanging hands, you got mic open. you got the one, right? Which makes sense because you got to throw it up. He's the one, right? Or is it Roman? It's Roman, right? So there's the throwing up. You got closed fist that you can swap out, and you got mic open, which in its own right, that's actually what you need in order to do the whole promo. You need the mic open. If you don't got mic open, you don't got The Rock bringing some heat with it. And this is heat right here, you guys. Like these two, like ultimates in their own right, have their whole like view and perspective, but dude, this shirt, man, I don't know if it's a shirt like I'm going goo-goo for Cocoa Puffs because The Rock brought some great stuff. And I'll show you the mic too. I'm going to go ahead and pop that off. That way you guys can see what we were talking about. And I could be wrong. Like, I know we have seen the whole design of this microphone, but the way that they did the whole blue like accents right there, that we haven't seen yet. So really nice little attention to detail for The Rock, even with the necklace. So once you pop that bad boy off, you can see how big this necklace is, bro. Like, this is a biggins. And it sits kind of loose on the figure, but one that you also needed on The Rock, man. Like, necklaces have always been, like, hit or miss for Mattel, but this one, it's definitely a home run. Solid black glasses, and they do slip off pretty good, and they stay on there pretty well. So, you guys are wondering, like, what happens if you shake them, Hero Figs? I'll shake them for you, but it's still going to stay on there. So, pretty cool. Got the eyebrow-raising tattoo blazing. Literally tattoo blazing, even past the actual, like, shirt piece. So, really, really nice. This shirt, you guys, look at this. They even did like what would you guys call these? Like, I know if you pull them like in real life, it's supposed to tighten the circumference of the lower part. But yeah, they even brought these into the shirt. So really good stuff, man. You can see all of the designs right there, all that gold. We did see one similar in Attitude, but my boy, yeah, he wasn't sleeveless. He still had them all on there. And, it makes sense. It was a $5,000 shirt. So why the hell would you cut off the sleeves off a $5,000 shirt? Hero Fix. This is how they make it now. You don't got to cut no damn sleeves. I had to cut them. We didn't have it before. I had to improvise. Torso, yeah. Great torso, you guys. Like, cheers to Mattel. I feel like out of because we have seen, right? We've seen this torso on The Rock before, which that's the signature Triple H torso. But later Rock, though, this is right, man. Look at that tattoo. That tribal tattoo looking really good, man. I'm telling you. I feel like The Rock, he would be a proud parent today, man, given that we're getting that whole freaking robot Brahma Bull happening right there. It's like a full-on takeover. Like, dude had regular Brahma Bull, and then he's like, no, we got to amplify. We got to turn it up. And the whole, like, articulation, doing really good stuff for this figure. Right, and I do believe he's on ball hip. Is he on ball? Yeah, he's on ball hip. He doesn't go that far out. He does have the upper thigh cut, so you'll be able to rotate that a full 360. No issues either, at least not on The Rock. With the art, there's no spring back. There's no issues with that. He is on pinless, also on the lower half, and they do come out pretty good. Now the knees, though, oh my gosh, you guys, the knees are tough. Like when I say tough, like you better be heating this boy up because you're going to get some snappies. There is no calf cut. Makes sense, right? It's promo gear. So boots, really nice shoes. Not boots, but really, really nice shoes. I'm giving this figure, what do you guys think? A 7.9? Yeah, pretty good. I mean, look, when it comes to promo gears, it's really tough to get, like a high score, mainly due to the fact that it's a pretty straight and cut forward figure. Like, really, guy ain't trying to do much with it. But one man that is trying to do a lot with it is right here. What's up? What's up? People in the air, what's up? We got close fist right there for your boy, R-Truth. And again, last and final member of the Judgment Day. At least, towards the OGs. I mean, he was never considered an OG, but look, it's even going to tell you right there in the shirt. Finn, Damian, Rhea, Dirty Dom, the Judgment Day, and R-Truth. Don't forget and, because you can't have the truth without and, or is it vice versa? I don't know, man. It's got some nice cutoffs right there. This figure right here, I do have his actual, it's, what would you guys say, like the third, maybe second release? Maybe second. I'm going to, like when we're talking about later R-Truth, right? We got some Attitude Era. We got some Ruthless. We got long pants, but this is kind of what we've seen. And check this out, you guys. This is really cool. So torso, yeah, it's like that Triple H on the older one, which, he's pretty damn big. There's no denying that. The guy is pretty big, but the new one, let me show you the new one, you guys. This one, it's scaled down right, and I feel like they did my boy right. This is like that Bobby Roode. I'm going to call it the Bobby Roode torso. Height, yeah, pretty identical. Yeah, right there, eye to eye level. Hair design, obviously, that's what you're going to notice most of the differences. This one has the bandana. This one has no bandana. This one has all that side design. So some good stuff right there with the truth. And you got blonde highlights towards the bottom. You're getting his earrings, and I'm going to call them earrings because I'm giving a shout out to one of the best broskies in the world. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, maybe one day you'll know. So you got R right there on the right. You got the whole design right there, and you could still see the tattoos. Pretty good, man. Like, I know that was kind of always an issue with R-Truth. So given that we get all that actual, like, maybe not so much on the, like, definitely on the chest. It's more like a shinier plastic. On the arms, though, it's kind of more of like that old school doll finish to it. It is on pinless, too. So pretty damn cool. You got the cross back there. You got 12, 23, 10. I don't think he was born in 2010. I'm pretty sure, yeah, something happened during that time. But shout out to R-Truth in 12-23-10, brother. Love the shorts. Yeah, he is on pins, or pinless. No, he's on pinless. So almost similar tooling right there on the actual shorts. And actually, you know, given that this figure is so damn old, it's kind of crazy. So back in the day, and this is like maybe going on 20 Elite sets back, they were still doing pinless on some of the figures. So it's not so much that it's a new introduction. It's something that was already brought into play a while ago. No issues on the legs right here with my boy. He is pretty posable, I don't know. You can go about that far. So upper thigh cut right there, really nice. Bobby Roode torso. So if you guys know the whole articulation on that figure, you already know, bro. You can't cover the same articulation points when you're getting the same torso piece. Like the shoes, solid black shoes, getting the shoelaces up front, hitting all that black right there on the back of the boots. Really nice calves, man. R-Truth definitely does some calf races. This figure is going to be easily 8.3 without a doubt. Love my Truth. Love that R-Truth. Drew McIntyre, we got to bring him up next, you guys. Now, interchanging hands are already in the figure, but again, it's going to be full-on grab-ass hand right there on both left and right, or you got that mic open to hold down the sword, because that's the only way you're going to hold down the sword. And we'll go ahead and take that off so you guys can see the sword, right? I want to show you one of my Ultimate Edition R-Truth figures that Mattel needs to release, man. Drop a like if 2025 is finally the year that we get a Drew McIntyre Ultimate Edition. Maybe they can give us like a shiny sword. I don't know. It's just some ideas, bro. Definitely something that I would like to see. Now, here's a couple of things. As you guys know, the very first NXT Drew McIntyre, this is kind of the skin tone that we did get. Later on, he went tanning, right? He had a big show going on, so he's like, yeah, this needs to happen. Scale, actually the older one, but this is like, yeah, he kind of has like that giraffe neck going on. You see that on the older one? Definitely more of a giraffe neck going on without a doubt. And I don't think this one was, it is interchanged. So this is what I want to see, you guys. This is what Mattel needs to deliver in 2025. We need the Ultimate Edition Drew McIntyre. I also want to ask you in the comments too, what what skin tone do you guys prefer? Do you guys like the darker skin tone, or do you guys like the lighter skin tone? Again, you got a couple of different options, and same expression too. There is nothing introduced brand new on that expression, which, you know, given that it's been over a year since we've gotten to Drew McIntyre, this could have been a great way for them to bring one. So no new introduction on the scan. He is on pinless on the upper half. This kill right here, really nice executed. It is the same tooling that we have gotten in the past right there. You could see all the paint F seeping through the black. It actually continues to the back. And then the back right here, it's being met together by a couple of buckles, which we will take off in order to see the tight design, bro. Because you can't see the tight design if you don't take off the skirt, right? This ain't no Friday night, but Drew McIntyre is going to easily tell you that that's what you need to do. Oh, check this out, you guys. So if you look really close, you can actually see like what would you guys call that? Like a lizard or snake scale design on the actual tights. It's very hard to pick up in camera, but it's very much there. Now the belt, it's not tooled, and I don't know if you can call it a belt, but I know in real life this actually kind of like sticks out a little bit. So I don't know, maybe that's one of the points where we can take off, right? Same torso, same legs, everything's the same, except look at this. That's how far Drew McIntyre's legs can go out. I'm not kidding you, bro. Like, I'm a pretty strong lad, but Drew McIntyre, he is stuck. Like, he is super stuck. Like, the right one, nothing. Nothing at all, bro. You're going to rank in pretty low right there, buddy boy. Solid black boots. I got to give this guy a 6'5", mainly due to the basic style of art. I know it's an elite, you guys, but I don't know what the hell they were doing back there, but they weren't doing it right. Tyler Bate, long overdue figure, you guys. And when I say long, I mean like pee-pee long, stocking long, bro. Like this guy has been years, right? Years. So much so that he's got a whole new skin tone going on. Same scale, same height, which, you know, in its own right, this is kind of what we needed. This right here, we needed the longer hair, the bigger beard. This figure, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do with that figure. Now, the jacket too, pretty damn cool, you guys. Like that. Now, interchanging hands, you either got Mike open on the figure or he's also part of the bloodline, right? So he wants to join the bloodline. If he wants to be the one, he can also do that. Obviously, that's not what it's for. But you guys know sometimes we got to step outside the box to know if Tyler Bate is going to be a pickup. And so far, so good, you guys. Love the jacket. Love the overall, oh my gosh, the torso. They upgraded my boy, you guys. I got to show you this because they actually gave this man a correct torso. Not none of that Danny O'Brien. Like, this guy is strong. Love the jacket, man. This is like a really nice material. It's very flexible. You can definitely do all kinds of poses. Really nothing hindering or taking away from the overall like look and effect of it. See how the leaves just kind of carry through the back end. Really nice jacket piece, man. This is what's going to really turn the figure up in its overall ranking and rating as well, man. So really, really nice. So check this out. Full on sleeve on the left, right? You got the signature right there on the inside of the bicep, continuing through the rest. You get in that Green Bay Packer, right? Yeah, green, yellow, sure. I'm going to call it that. Got his tattoo only on the hand. No more tattoos. Bigger torso. Great torso choice, too. Nothing on the back. We got Tyler Bate on the back. We got the Green Bay Packer colors continuing. He is on pinless all the way across the board. So on the lower half, upper half, and even on the, look at the little sock sticking out. Again, some orange boot skis. Now, articulation, pretty good on this one. Really no issues. Basic. Yep. We got some basic ass. I'm telling you, dude. Like, check this out. This is as far as Tyler Bate can see. And, you know, this guy's pretty flexible. So, again, it's, it's some issues, man. Come on, Mattel. Please fix that. I don't know how they managed. Maybe it's like the measurements are being measured correctly on that whole honeycomb design. I don't know, man. It's really tough to say. And he's not on honeycomb. He's actually on ball hip. So my boy is on ball hip. I'm giving this figure mainly due to this scan, you guys. This scan is what's making the figure. He's still going to tap into the 8s. I got to give him an 8.6, man. That scan is looking great. This is Tyler Bate in its best representation to date. Now, last and certainly not least, we're going to go ahead and cover Kairi Sane. Because the first one, very muchly outdated, right? Height, right there. She is actually identical in height. Accessories, you got some accessories, buddy boy. So you got Mike open, full on open on the hands themselves, and then you got the same thing. So again, they're already on there, so you really, you don't got to mess around with it. Now, here's the accessory. Check this out. I'm going to put you into an illusion state where you're going to be like WHF figure reviews, best figure reviews in the world. This boy's about to do an hour worth of figgies, and you know what? They love it, WHF. If you're this far in the video, go in the comments and say, Hero Figs, I love Kairi Sane and I love her umbrella. I love this umbrella. Look at that. Getting all that nice design, and it is being brought together right there by the hole. You just got to plug it in right there, and you're good to go. Kairi Sane is on the check. One thing that's not on the check, it's like, I'm always happy when they do tooling on the hands. You know, I love that. As we talked about, like with the wrist strap, with Solo, but not so much with Kairi. So we got skin tone, like just looking like a straight up glove. You see that? So the glove continuation still continues on the hand itself, but you got skin tone, which honestly, I don't know if her hand is like mutating or whatnot, but they didn't do the lady justice. Love the facial expression. It's kind of hidden underneath all this hair, but you can definitely see Kairi Sane right there underneath all that pink, blonde, green, brown. She got every color of the rainbow in this scan. And then if you do pop it off, come on. Oh my gosh, dude, this one is like, I know it's designed to be popped off, but this one is really on it. I'll still pull it back so you guys can see the separate piece right here, which gives it a really, really nice effect. You can kind of see how it floats on the figure. The one on the actual waistline, it's just painted on, but still pretty cool that they make this piece right there its own piece, and it carries through all the way towards the bottom side, dude. That is great. Love the blue, love the green. This figure, pretty toyetic, not suffering from any of the issues with the articulation. It is suffering from no tooling on the lower half. All this is just painted on, but I feel like this sash piece, this buckle strap, probably took most of the budget, as well as the knee pads, because even the knee pads, you can see how they kind of flow right there, right above the boot design. Pinless right there. You can't really bend the freaking knees on this. Like, the right one's, yeah, a little bit, but not the left one. The left one, again, very stiff. It's got that same syndrome as that pin design. You can see the design continuing right there on the rest of the kick pad. It is identical on both. We got Kairi on the left. We got Kairi on the right. No, we don't. Oh, so we only got it on the left. My bad, you guys. Nonetheless, solid boots. I'm giving this figure still a 9.1. Yeah, 9.1. Sure, why not? Those hands, yeah, that's what's going to mainly take it away. Now, as an overall ranking for this Elite set, I got to give ranking number 1 for sure. Without a doubt, I got to give it to Tyler Bate. This is the sleeper in the set, without a doubt. Number 2, I want to give it to CM Punk, but the articulation on that, buddy boy, yeah, I'm struggling. So I'm going to go with The Rock, number 2. Number 3, CM Punk for sure. Number 4, Kairi Sane. 5, The Truth. 6, and last, for sure, Drew McIntyre. As far as the Ultimates, though, I got to give it ranking number 1 to my boy Solo. Number 2, Bray Wyatt. And number 3, Finn Balor, though. Give me your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of today's video. I know it was a lot of figures, and I know it's a very long video, so if you're this far in the video, man, be sure to drop a like. Hit the subscribe button if you are stopping by for the first time, and we'll see you, my friends, on the next one. It's the